Hi, welcome to Mariel Beads and Beyond. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful bracelet. Valentine's Day is coming and I thought this will be a really nice gift that you can make. 2 years ago, I made this one. It's the same style. The only difference for this one, I used this hard clasp that is going to be available on MarielBeadsandBeyond.com. For this one, I just used the same bead that I use to connect the bracelet with the ring. The other difference is for this one, it's made for your thumb and it's going to the side. For this one, I made it for the middle finger. So while you're making your bracelet, you're gonna decide what do you wanna do with your bracelet. I hope you guys like this tutorial. The list of materials is going to be available in the description box. These spacers that I use are going to be available at MarielBeadsandBeyond.com. Same with the clasp. Let's get started. You are going to pick up one Superduo, 1/8-0, one Superduo, and 1/8-0. You are going to bring them down and you want to leave 6 or 7 inches tail to add the clasp. You are going to pick up 1/11-0 and one Superduo. You are going to skip the 8/0 and you are going to sew through the open hole of the Superduo. You are going to pick up one Superduo. You are going to skip the 8/0 and you are going to sew through the open hole of the next Superduo. We are going to pick up 1/11-0, one Superduo. Our thread is exiting from the first Superduo where we started. We are going to sew in a reverse direction through the open hole of the Superduo that we just added. We are going to pick up a Superduo and we are going to sew through the open hole of our next Superduo. We are going to pick up 1/11-0, one Superduo. Our thread is exiting from this Superduo. We are going to sew through the second open hole of the Superduo we just added. And we are going to continue repeating these 2 steps until we get the length that we need for our bracelet. And I'll be right back to show you the next step. I got the length that I need for my bracelet. I ran out of Superduos. I transitioned it to mini duos, and as you can see, there is not much difference. To continue, we are going to pick up 1/11, 1/8, and we are going to sew through the open hole of the next Superduo. Pick up 1/8 and sew through the open hole of the next Superduo. Depending on which clasp you're using, you're gonna have to make some adjustments right here. For the clasp I'm going to use, it's going to be available at MarielBeadsandBeyond.com. If you use the same, you follow the directions. If not, you have to adjust. So we are going to pick up 4/11s, we are going to pass our needle through the hole of the clasp, and we are going to pick up 4 more 11s, and we are going to sew through the 8, the Superduo, the 8, and the Superduo. And you want to pass your needle through all 4 at one time. You are going to pick up 4 11s, and we are going to sew through the hole of the clasp, pull tight, pick up 4 11s, and we are going to sew through the 8 Superduo, 8 Superduo. And we are going to reinforce this. So go ahead and reinforce, and I'll be right back to show you the next step. And you want to reinforce at least 3 times. To add this side of the clasp, we are going to pick up 4 11s. We are going to pass our needle through the clasp and pick up 4. Our thread is exiting from this Superduo. We are going to sew through the Superduo, the 8, the Superduo, and the 8. Pick up 4 11s. Pass through the clasp. Pick up 4. And sew through the 8. Through the Superduo, the 8, and the Superduo. And we are going to reinforce. For the next step, you need to figure how do you want your bracelet. Like this one, as you can see, this spacer that is gonna attach to the ring, it's to the side. In this case, we gotta add the spacer really close to the side. But if you want it like connected to the middle finger, then you need to put it more in the center. That's gonna depend on you. That's a decision you gotta make. Also, there is an option that you can attach it to the clasp, but that's up to you. For this one, I'm going to try to connect it in the center. So later we can decide if we want to connect it to this finger or to our thumb or to our pinky. For the next step, we are going to weave our thread until we get to the center or the place that we want our spacer to be attached. Okay, I think this is the one that I'm going to attach my spacer. So I'm going to pick up 2 11s. I'm going to pass through my spacer, and I'm going to pick up 2 more 11s. We are going to skip the Superduo, and we are going to sew through the next 11. We are going to sew through all 4 Superduos. Sew through the 11. We are going to sew down through 2 Superduos. Our thread is exiting from this Superduo. We are going to go across and we are going to sew through the 2 Superduos. So instead of coming from these 2, we are going to come from this side. We are going to sew through the 11. We are going to pick up 6 11s. And we are going to sew through the second hole of the spacer. We are going to pick up 6 and we are going to sew through this 11. And this is what you should have. So you're gonna go ahead and reinforce, and I'll be right back to show you the next step. Continue reinforcing and I'll be right back to show you the next step. I am done reinforcing, so go ahead and make some knots and cut your thread, and I'll be right back to show you the next step. For the next step, we're gonna need our tools for our wire. I'm using this 22 gauge non-tarnished craft wire, and it's available at MarielBeadsandBeyond.com. We are going to cut 2 inches. For the wire is as much as you want. If you're comfortable with less, you can cut less. For me, it's better to have a little bit more than have a short wire. So we're gonna start by making a loop. So with our round nose pliers, we are going to set our pliers and we want to leave like around 1 inch. Bend your wire. Set your pliers on top of the wire. Bring it towards you. Rotate your pliers and continue until the wire touches your pliers. We are going to open the loop. We are going to really careful because remember we have thread in there. We are going to pass it through our spacer. Once we pass through, we are going to wrap around with our bent nose pliers. We are going to hold the loop and we are going to go ahead and wrap around with your hands or with the pliers. It's up to you. So wrap 2 times, Cut the excess wire and tack the end in. And we are going to repeat the step. Put your round nose pliers against the bead, bend the wire, set the pliers on top, and then set them on the place that you want to. As you can see, it's the same step. And we are going to wrap around 2 times. Cut the excess wire and tack the ends in. And you are going to continue adding your beads until you get to the place that you need. Remember, keeping in mind that you need to add your spacer. So I'm going to add maybe 2 more and I'll be right back to show you. Okay, so I add 2 more, and then for this one I just close it on one side, and on this side I left it open because remember we need to add our spacer. And make sure our spacer is facing with the crystals to the top. So we need to put our crystals facing down. So we end up with our crystals facing to the top. Okay? And then we can go ahead and close this loop. For the last step, we're gonna go ahead and add a ring. Okay, for this part, it's a little bit hard to see. We are going to pick up 1/11 and we are going to sew through the open hole of the spacer. We are going to leave maybe 3 or 4 inches there to make knots at the end. We are going to pick up 1/11 and we are going to sew back through the hole of the spacer. We are going to sew in this direction back through the first 11 that we add, and then back to the 11 on the other side. And we are going to reinforce this 2 times. You are going to pick up 3 11/0s and we are going to sew back through the same 11. We are going to reinforce and we are going to start working right angle weave. So you are going to sew through 1, 2, and 3. Pick up 3, sew through the one we are exiting from, and we are going to reinforce one more time the first ones we add, and now we can reinforce the 3 that we just add. Sew through 2, and continue working right angle weave until you get the length that you need for your ring band. I have the length that I need for my ring. Okay, very important right here. If your thread is exiting from this side, you are going to pick up 2 11/0. Make sure your ring band is not twisted, and you are going to sew through the seed bead that is attached to the spacer. You are going to sew back through this one. That should complete your 4 seed beads. Now you just have to reinforce, but if your thread is exiting from this side, you have to sew through this bead attached to the spacer, then pick up the 2 and then reinforce. So it's very important, okay? You gotta pay attention to this. So we gotta reinforce right here, make knots with the threads, and you should have your bracelet completed. So let me finish, make some knots, cut the threads, and I'll be right back to show you my bracelet. I am done with my bracelet. I really like this type of bracelets. I think it turned out great. I really like it. So I hope it was easy to follow along. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like my videos, and Happy New Year's. Thank you.